Breezy. To my knowledge, I set this video as unlisted because I didn't want to go live. I just wanted to bum some of YouTube's internet so I didn't have to set up all my stuff today. And this is kind of a icebreaker video for me to get started into my work week. I had Saturday and Sunday off, and I needed to just get in there, so thank you for coming. And my name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm Breezy. Happy New Year to those who are just getting on social media for the first time this year. What I want to talk about today briefly, and every time a YouTuber or pastor, says briefly, it's going to be long. But yeah, I want to just brush over the Tasha K and Cardi B thing. And what I want to do that's unique to me is I don't have my notes with me. I don't have the computer screen in front of me. I'm just going off of memory. And I wanted to just talk to y'all regular. And outside of being like a news reporter, I wanted to just come to you as LA, even though I was presenting to you like me being LA with the newspapers and being technical with the citations and stuff. I just wanted to see how it is to just sit down and talk without having the extra pressure of reading and trying to follow my lines and XYZ. So, according to my understanding, of course, the Tasha K and Cardi B thing is happening here in Georgia. I think it's pretty darn cool and pretty darn scary. Pretty darn scary because, this is happening in real life. This isn't some cold case stuff we just are happening to flip through our TV to watch. Click, let's see what's on CSI Miami today, dog. Click. Oh, today's going to be about Tasha K and Cardi B. Oh, that's a good idea. No, this is happening for real. This is like real stuff, true crime stuff, not crime, but crime enough because you been going to court about it, so it's bad enough. So I think it's exciting, but it's scary because this is real life, and celebrities do get in trouble, and regular people like Tasha K, who's not a regular person anymore, but you know what I'm saying, get in trouble. So both of the ladies are in court. It's early, kinda. It should be lunchtime now. Hell yes, my watch. It should be lunchtime now. Well, it's 12 o'clock, so it's lunchtime technically everywhere in Atlanta for those who are going to work. But for the court system, I couldn't tell you. I didn't even go look through the Twitter page. I think the guy's last name is Brown, but everybody who's following this knows there's a guy on Twitter. He is like hip hop inquirer reporter or something. Let's just say he is on Twitter, and his job is to work in the hip hop sector of the music department and follow along with the celebrities of that category of music. So he's been reporting like play by triple play on tweets on Twitter, talking about like Cardi B going to the bathroom, Tasha K going to the bathroom. Are they gonna fight? No, he didn't say stuff like that. And plus, you can't have your cell phone in there. But what I'm saying is, he's taking notes, and he emphasizes this. You guys, I'm taking tons of notes, like a million bazillion notes, and we can't have technical equipment in here, so I'm being as effective as possible. And I come out here to report to you. It's Delto. He go outside and report to people, but he writes all these detailed notes. And during the breaks that they have, he comes out with his microphone and he's reporting. But for some reason, sometimes though, I don't know where he at for really, because it's like, is it me though? Shouts out to Funky Dineva. Is it me? Or is he reporting the news under a bridge? It looks like he under a bridge reporting news. So I'm like, la 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 la, hey 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 hey, oh, like goes and drinking. I'm just like, but last video I watched last week. On my last day off, it was Saturday or Sunday, he was reporting live to what appeared to look like under a bridge with his microphone, and he actually saw real footage of Tasha K walking out of the the court building. So, okay, let's just say it's an underpass. Overpass. It's under something. So technically, it is a bridge. So anyways, he was under there. And he called Tasha K. And it was funny. It was funny because he was like, "Hi, I'm reporting live under the bridge. Reporting live to give you details about the Tasha K and Cardi B case. They're on lunch right now, so I have about 6 minutes to tell you what's going on before I have to go back in there to keep you abreast of what's happening." And then I heard chattering coming from a distance, like this kind of distance, while he was reporting. And then I heard, like lady feet. So like, how apparently Tasha had on like some lady shoes, because I heard the lady shoes. And then I heard talking, and then he got like this, y'all. He's like, "Oh wait, here she go." Shh. And then he got out of the shot. He was like, "Just a minute, y'all. Here she go. Look, y'all." And then this is the microphone. "There's a guy. And she's like, "What? I'm just teasing." And then she blocked him in the face, and then all you saw was the phone go up. You could just see cars going on the bridge. I'm just playing. So if you wonder where the reporter is from Twitter, he probably still laid out under the bridge from last week's report. I just wanted to say, thanks for keeping everybody abreast, for letting us know those play-by-plays. And he's not the only one now that's been going into the, from what I'm saying, from my point of view, that's going into the, Atlanta streets getting the 411 on this new trial. There's other YouTubers too who have been testified on social media platforms such as the Armand Wiggins show that they have gone into the case for real, for really, and did the same note taking. They have been going back to his platform and reporting about, she said this, and girl, the tone of the judge, and Lordy, give me your 40. You should have saw how the judge just dug his claws into so-and-so's attorneys. So it's nice to hear perspectives, and I'm adding a perspective on their perspective, and I'm happy to be able to talk to you today, right now, like this, because it's not like I'm reporting the news to you. I feel like more of a normal person, because I'm actually talking to you out of the recesses of my own mind and pure imagination. So we talked about the guy who reported under the bridge and got punched in the face. I'm just teasing. You can find him on Twitter, where he is feverishly tweeting live actual tweets about what is going on in the court case during the breaks. I did see him. Can I ask y'all something? The people who are following this, the Mr. Brown guy from the hip hop category reporting section, I saw him in the car too. How is he able to still be driving and going live at the same time? I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, I know they have those things that stick out of the vent. Okay, like this is the car, okay? So this is the clip. You know how they have the clip that you stick into the vents, and then you put your phone up there like a rest? You can either clip it to the vent, or you can clip it to your the window. But I mean, that's a lot of multitasking. Driving alone is a multitasking skill. So you telling me you doing a live, you're in the heartbeat of Atlanta, number 2, and it's busy. Number 3, you have some hot news to tell somebody. That's 3. You probably excited, but you're not showing it, because I mean, how many people actually here reporting on this? I haven't seen TMZ talk about showing up, reporting anything from the ground floor. The only person I've seen actually outstanding like a news reporter outside under a bridge is him. The other people have been inside, but they're not showing their faces during that time. They may show their faces when they gather their notes, go home, and report live from the comfort of their own home. But outside of that, I haven't seen anybody. Is Entertainment Tonight even covering this? I don't understand why aren't they putting their hooks into this? It's nothing, according to me. There's nothing going on out in the Hollywood streets. Thank God Will Smith and Jada Smith turned down. I didn't want to hear about them anymore. I mean, y'all just... Hope I didn't jinx myself. I'm glad they stopped talking about them so they can get themselves together. And, you know, the T.I. and Tiny thing, thank God that's gone. It tried to make a quick resurgence with Miss Shekinah a couple weeks ago, so it seems, but that's water under the bridge. No. Dun dun. No wonder we have so many bridges. Everybody just building more bridges to sweep stuff under it. So I'm about to sidebar what I'm talking about with this Tasha K and Cardi B thing to make a joke about what's going on right now. Speaking of bridges and bridges being built and or rebuilt, you know that thing that's supposed to pass to help build the structurification of our streets being better, pothole-free world, you know, a non-crumbling street. You know, I think that's supposed to, the infrastructure bill is probably to include more bridges so we can build them and sweep more problems under. So, I mean, if that's the case, it should have passed. Okay, moving on, boys and girls, back to what we were talking about. My feelings, / emotions towards the Tasha K and Cardi B. Cardi B situation that's going on. Now, my husband got me a bottle of water. I am going to take the label off because they are unwilling to pay me for advertising. Hear me rip off the label. This water was brought to me by my husband, and not the idiots I ripped the label off from. Thank you, husband. He's here. He's home from work. He got me some water, and in the bottle, so I don't have to have that glass. Because the last video I made, y'all, I tipped the glass of water over. I've never done that in all my 138 years of YouTubing. Yes, 138 years of YouTubing. I have never tipped over a glass of water. But this time I did. I guess new things are happening for me in 2020, says the pastor. New things will happen to you in 2022. That look, mofos, that what you saying? Okay, you ain't never getting no tithes offering. Moving on. No, that didn't happen to me with the pastor stuff, but I'm just making a story within the story about how some people's lives are really. Oh. Don't want to get too wrapped up in tithes and offering. No, where were we? I've lost my place. If I can turn back time like Cher, I could think about what I was just talking about. Anywho, I'm happy to be here. This case is crazy, exciting, and scary. It's nice to see a whole bunch of people's points of views, especially the ones who actually live here. Shout out to lead attorney. He finally made it to a court case, and he had a whole lot to say. In a nutshell, the lead attorney lives here in Georgia also, and he finally went to see a Tasha K Cardi B court case, and he said he actually got to see Cardi B in the flesh. He said that she's really short, like 5'2" or 5'3", but the thing is, he's not saying it in a negative way. He's just saying that it's so funny because for someone so small to have all this power and influence when you go to concerts, naturally you just think of them as giants, and I think that's just a normal thing. I mean, she is on concert commanding the stage, millions of people, like you said, making girls cry because they're like, oh, my idol, I'm shaking, it's Cardi, hey! And then they fall out, hit the heads, and then here comes let's not do too many jokes about that anymore. No thanks to that concert we must not mention. Oh, moving on. Anyways, he was just saying for someone to be so small, to have so much influence and power and wealth already, it's just the two don't match up in a way, because it's like, just okay, that's just like me. If he was still alive, I'll see Michael Jackson. I told my son this. I told our son this. I was like, okay, that's just like me saying if Michael Jackson was alive and I went to Church's Chicken and I saw Michael Jackson just sitting there eating a bucket of chicken, I'm going to be like, Michael Jackson eat chicken? Michael Jackson eat? I thought he just lived in the TV. Just dance all day. I didn't think he ate. And then my son was like, yeah, Ma, he eats, he's human. I'm like, I know, but he's Michael Jackson. He's not supposed to be doing that. People on TV seem like something else. I mean, like, look, that's just like, okay, I'm going to Kroger's. Would you really expect to see Cardi B at Kroger's, even though she's a people person? There's some things that celebrities just don't do anymore. It's not because they're bougie, not all of them. It's for safety protocol implications. And so you just would not suspect to see Cardi at a Kroger's on a warm sunny day in the line. The long line is way back to the meat department because they only had 2 cashiers and 1 went on break. Would you expect to see her in real life situations outside of what we're seeing as far as like going to court and stuff? No, not really. But back in the day, when did you really ever see celebrities in court? I mean, we seen them now. I think according to my understanding, stuff like that just start jumping off until OJ started going to court. I think he bust the scene wide open for celebrities. If OJ go to court, I'm gonna drag every celebrity to court. Don't take my word for it. Shouts out Rita Rainbow Man. Speaking of folks not in court, I've never seen him in court because he know how to stay out of business. Well, he knows how to read, so he knows that. Oh, that means he's smart then. LeVar Burton is the Roots guy. Could you possibly see the Roots guy going to court? That's just not even logical. That's not even right. Kunta Kinte goes to court. I mean, come on. It took me over 40 years to remember that his name is LeVar Burton. Because I grew up knowing him as the Reading Rainbow guy. And then when my mama, if that's my mama, long running joke. Now, my mama told me that the Reading Rainbow guy is about to be in the movie. I'm like, how is that possible? Because you can only have one job. And his one job was to read us stories. What do you mean he gonna be in something else? Another poor reflection of how our family thought. You can only do one thing and one thing at a time. That thought process is rubbing off on me because when she told me that he was about to be in some movie called Roots, a slave movie, I'm like, how is that? How are you going to do 2 things at once? How is he still going to read us stories and be in some type of movie? He pulled it off. And when I saw a pinch of Roots, she was like, there he is. There he go right there. He playing Kunta Kinte. I'm like, Kunta? Okay, like that's somebody's name? Okay, we're not even gonna go there. Why is the Reading Rainbow looking dusty? Why did he choose this role? Okay, this is coming from a point of view. I was really tiny because Roots came out when I was in elementary. I think Roots came out in the early 90s, okay? I'm going to say I'll put a time step on like 94, 93, 94. So I'm like, why is he choosing to be some dusty person? Why are they beating him? I knew about slaves because, we went to a school called Thomas White. So they was going, make sure the black kids know what slavery is and was. But outside of that, it lost me. So anyway, speak the camera forward. You're just not going to see Kunta Kinte, a.k.a. LeVar Burton, a.k.a. the Reading Rainbow guy in court. That's just not good for press. Not all press is good press. But according to Tasha K, all press is good press. So I'm about to wrap this up and say, while she's leading in her truth far as that goes, all press is good press according to her. She's getting bad press, more of it than good. But either way the scale is till she's getting eyeballs on her that have never been seen. So take it how you swing it. Good luck. I want this to end fairly, as I've always said. I don't want to see anybody's ships go down, but what I do want to go down, figuratively speaking, is the fact that this is a good lesson for the both of them to be more careful in how they carry themselves and conduct business. But I have a feeling that Miss Tasha K isn't going to get humble after this lesson. It's just going to fuel the fire in her locomotive. But to each his own. This is America, and America wasn't built on truth. So can you blame her if her foundation is ran just like how America is? That's all I got. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you tomorrow. If I can turn the camera off.